Yo, yo, yo. I don't even know if we gonna get any people in here. It's mad late. It's like 1 in the morning. I might delete this joint. Everybody sleep, man. Ain't nobody up here. Ain't nobody up this late. Let's see. I'm tired of my damn self, man. It's what? 1:38. Damn, we got like 10 people in here. What's going on, man? What's going on? Who was that? What's going on, Curry? See how many people really about that overnight truck driving life. Everybody be talking about like they night riders. Everybody ain't about that night rider lifestyle, you know what I mean? That's when you get the most productive miles. What's going on, Big Mike? Man, we out here in trying to find me a truck now. Word. We out here in McDonough, Georgia. You know what I mean? Getting unloaded. I got here super early. And that's all I do is night drive. Hey, that's the best time, man. It's just so hard to do it during the winter time, you know what I'm saying? I'm in a sleeper berth with the wife. Oh man, handle your business. I'm driving right now. I'm a night rider out here on the 101 in Santa Barbara. Just subbed about a week ago. Questions I have for you is, have you developed a workout regimen? Something simple. Discipline is everything. Team driving. Okay. Nah, I mean, like, I ain't really got no workout routine. My thing is I just get out the truck and walk. I just move my body, like with the healthier stuff that I choose to put in my body now, with the vegetables, fruit, and then seafood, fish and shrimp. Like my main focus right now over the course of the winter while it's cold out is to get that mastered. Like I really want to get to a point where I'm on a plant-based diet. Yeah, 854 electric. Yeah, that was my electric bill. I'm in Michigan. It's snowing hard. Yeah, they getting it real bad in the Northeast and up in the Illinoises and stuff. Even Missouri, man, they said 44 in Missouri was crazy. But like I'm just trying to perfect my healthier lifestyle right now, and I want to get a CDL. You think it's best to go to school around area you live? I mean, I think it's best to do whatever you got to do to get that CDL. You know what I mean? Your situation is it may be different from mine. Like I went 1,000 miles away from my house to go get a CDL, but I was at the point where it was at by any means. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like once you get to that point, by any means necessary, you're gonna do whatever to get that CDLs and worry about the rest later. You feel me? But what was I saying? Yeah, I want to get the eating healthier lifestyle down, and then once it warms up, I just want to get out the truck and walk. Just get my. I feel like, you know, if I don't get the CDL, we don't need any more rookies out. What's going on, Ike Stevens? But yeah, man, like once I get my body moving and sweating, you know, that on top of all the, man, I promise you I've drunk more water in the last 2 weeks than I probably did the last 3 months. Like this water shit is for real. And it's so crazy because when you drink nothing but water and then you drink something besides water, it's almost like acid when they go down. You know what I'm saying? Or just like when you eat fruit and vegetables more than you have, and then you go eat some crazy stuff that you ain't supposed to be eating, it's like, yo, that shit just don't even taste right to make your stomach hurt and some more shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, so yeah, man, you know, it's all a process. I'm feeling better. Haven't weighed myself, but I want to see, you know, if there's any difference, anything like that. But we'll see when that DOT come, you know what I mean? So let's see. You still playing, Jay? We all started somewhere. Walmart got an organic all plant protein quick. And yeah, I want to get a people been telling me to get a smoothie joint. But I enjoy fruit, you know what I'm saying? Just eating fruit anyway, so I guess I ain't gonna say I don't need to eat or drink smoothies, but I enjoy fresh fruit as is. So, but yeah, man, I'm here. I got here mad early. I wasn't supposed to be here till tomorrow. Well, it is tomorrow morning, but like 7 a.m. and I got here like an hour and a half ago. So when they get, like, so when they get done unloading, I'm gonna run up to the truck stop, and then I gotta go to the terminal tomorrow. I gotta do a winter simulator. I don't get it, man. Like, I mean, I get it from a company standpoint. It's insurance things, you know what I'm saying? You gotta, fruit has too much sugar. Hey, man, fruit has that good sugar, though. You know what I mean? I mean, what's the alternative? A cheeseburger? You know what I'm saying? Like, unless you eating berries only. But, what's going on, Chris? But I gotta go do this winter simulator. So even though I done been in like 3 winter storms, and you know what I'm saying, but I gotta do that before they put me on safety hold. And then I'm gonna chill around and wait for a student. Hopefully I pull out Thursday with a student and hit the road. Out of this area, hopefully I grab some, probably going back to the Northwest. But it's all good, man. We only got like 1 more month, 1.5 years. You ever drive mountain? Never seen make a video. Yeah, I don't really do a lot of driving videos, man. It's just too many risks with that. You know what I'm saying? I see other drivers do videos of that nature, so I would type it in and check theirs out. But I don't want to risk making that type of video, and I may be doing something that Swift doesn't doesn't think it's safe. And that's just, I'm just not trying to open that can. I'm not trying to bring that type of attention to myself. Swift don't know I exist, you know, for the most part, so I'm cool with that. Why were you in a rush to beat the house? Now you're in debt. Like, yo, hey, Kevin, why you care so much about my house, dog? You gonna send me some money? If you send me some money, we can talk all day about my house. But if you're not gonna send me no money, what we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, you a clown, dog. The Swift give out good miles. I want to go there, but I don't want to be sitting. I want to one. I'm trying to year straight. Hey, man, I don't think I've ever sat with Swift when I didn't want to. Like, all the times that I've sat with this company is because I was trying to get something done, or I was on safety hold for some type of class that I had to take. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, with companies, like every 3 months or every year, you got to do some stuff for compliance and all that crap. But like, like, I run, dog. Like I'm talking about the refrigerator side. Like, I don't know how the drive-in side work. No, but I told you before. Even got it. Kevin's well known. Yeah, I know he a troll, man. You know, hey, man, you get it how you live, I guess. 1 a.m. in the morning and you trolling, dog. But I'm the one that got something wrong with my life. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. It's 1:30 in the morning and you on my shit, but I got something going wrong with my life. Come on, dog. Like, come on now. But anyways, like I was saying, like I do good miles, man. Like, when I came off home time, they gave me a 3,000-mile load. They kept me on the West Coast for a little while just because I was going to the mentor class. And then I just finished doing a 2,800-mile load by myself. So I run on the refrigerator side. I got no complaints. You know what I'm saying? So if you would ask me how many miles I average solo, I would say between 25 and 28, because I don't want to get, I could say 28 to 31, but those are the numbers I can do. But I know the system. I know who to call to get what loads. But coming in, I would say 25 to 28 on the refrigerator side. I got former students who do that. Will's doing that. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't got no complaints with miles. We good. Understanding you. I'm subscribed. I have kids older than you. Yeah. Okay, cool, man. Salute to your kids. Should I go to a secondary school or should I do a Swift school? I'm gonna be honest with you, man. My best students didn't go through Swift. So do with that as you will. I'm not saying Swift doesn't have a good program. I'm just saying the best students that I've had on my truck did not go through Swift school. So, but if you don't have the financial means of going through a private school or a school that's not connected to a carrier, do what you got to do. But if you're gonna go through a school through Swift, you just got to make sure you're not afraid to be at the front of the line, front of the class, getting as much practice. Because it comes down to, it's not even so much what they teaching you, it's how much practice time are you getting. Because they could be teaching you great on the book, on videos in the classroom, but if you're only getting 3 minutes a day in the truck, you ain't, what you gonna learn? You know what I'm saying? Trucking ain't something you can learn in a book, which is why I understand why trucking classes be so long. Like when you go to trucking school, yeah, I mean, like you get, let's be in class for an hour, or, you know what I'm saying, a couple of hours, teach me the DOT regulations and all that. But after that, we should be straight on the yard. Why are we in class for 2-3 days? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the way I feel. I got guns probably older than you, for real. Yeah, man, trucking ain't hard, man. People make trucking hard. It's because you got a lot of idiots in trucking. Your landlord is getting over on you. You fell through the floor. What if that was your son who... Oh, yeah, I understand that. I understand that, but you got to understand, like, it's precautions that's being taken for that. What you think of Roadmasters? Man, I didn't like Roadmaster back when I came into trucking, back in the beginning of 2016. It seemed like they were heavily favored for Warner, but I don't know. They may have changed. That's been 2 years, so I'm not the right person to ask about that. I would recommend going and looking at Jacoby the trucker. He went through Roadmaster. You got Sinister went through, but again, they went through it a while back, so there's no telling what may have changed since when they went through. So I would just type in Roadmaster and see what type of information may come up. You know what I'm saying? So. But yeah, man, I'm hoping to pull out with a student, man. I'm really hoping to pull out with a student on Thursday, and train, and then after I train that student, I'll probably go home in March, and you know, we got some things happening in March. Are you an owner-operator or a company? I'm company driver. Matter of fact, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm a company driver, and one thing I want to say, man, to the Swift owner-ops, hey, look, man, y'all got to stop counting company drivers' pockets. Like, for those who don't know, it's a lot of policies that have been implemented in this whole Knight-Swift merger, and it's basically like company drivers are getting treated better, getting paid more, and it's, for whatever reason, it's ticking off a lot of the owner-operators, because now they feel like we should get a raise too, but they already was making great money, especially if you were owner-op and you mentoring. So why are you counting company drivers' pockets? Like, I'm not hating on y'all, so why y'all hating on me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand that shit. Like, I'm sorry that they decided that they wanted more company mentors, because the mentor game is being dominated by lease operators, because half of them don't train them right. They just run them for miles. At least on the company side, with the incentives that we the company incentives that we get, we don't have to like run 6,000 miles a week to make a paycheck. You know what I'm saying? Swift got a raise. It's not so much as the company mentors got a raise. They changed some policies where, like, now if you go to a mentor, when you go to the mentor class, you get $150. Mind you, that's $150 for a 6-hour class. It's something like $20-some an hour. You get $100 a week while the student is on your truck, and if you budget your money right, that should take care of all your expenses weekly. Shouldn't be out here spending a lot of money, man. What's the point of being OTR if you gonna be out here spending all the money you make? That's stupid. But and then it's like the incentive is like when they get off your truck, and when they do their first, once they hit their first 30,000 miles, depending on what their status is, you can get a bonus anywhere from $250 to $1,000. And it just seemed like a lot of owner operators are upset about that, and or, you know, leaving and fussing and riding. Man, whatever, fuck them niggas. And I used to be an owner operator, but when I was an owner operator, bro, I had no hate towards company drivers. I called them slaves, but that was, you know, that was me in my my more immature thought process. So that was me not being able to understand different people want to do different things. So that was stupid. But I never tried to shit on them. At least I don't believe I did. You need to pray more and stop thinking everyone is out to get you. I don't believe everyone is out to get me. Like, what the fuck? Kevin Chill, he getting his stuff together. What you think of Roadmaster? What? Roadmaster going? I don't know about Roadmaster. I thought I answered that already. I don't know too much about Roadmaster, man. I'm not familiar with them whatsoever. You was an owner out for 2 months. A little longer than that, but I guess that was supposed to be an insult, so I guess you got that one off. Talk your ish. Hey, yo, I'm starting to think it's so funny, man, because I be studying these trolls, and a lot of them be saying stuff that only specific people know, but we're going to talk about that another time. Maybe I'll do an exposed video. The fuck? Oh. But yeah, man, so...
Messaging.
What's going on, Be Ready, man? Ain't shit, dog. We out here in Georgia, dropping off this load, and then gonna go get a 10-hour break. They've been following for a while. Yeah, man, these trolls. That's why I don't mind trolls, man. Trolls are bigger fans than regular people. Like, trolls would be on your live feed at 1:30 in the morning telling you how bad your life is, but they on your live feed at 1:30 in the morning. Like, come on, man, stop it. You know what I mean? But I will say, in my more immature and more insecure previous ways, that shit would bother me like a little bit. But now it's just like, all right, talk your shit, you know what I'm saying? Get it off your chest. Get it off your chest. The fuck is this nigga doing? These niggas be opening these trailer doors, be forgetting that this freight sitting on the end of the truck. That shit could have fell on that nigga. But anyways, man, so yeah, that's just what it is, man. Hopefully I have a student Thursday. And if not, it's just gonna be interesting how that go. Stay out the Northeast, got snow yesterday, and getting it again Wednesday. Yeah, man, I think I'm trying to between the Northeast. I mean, really though, it's crazy because I was in the Northwest, and the Northwest really won't get hit that bad. I mean, Washington got a little sun up in the Snow Queen, however you pronounce that shit, Snowy Pass on I-90. But besides that, it was more rain than anything. But it seems like the Wisconsins, the Minnesotas, the South Dakotas, the Montanas, they've been getting hammered. And it's like, damn. But we got one more month, man. We got like, actually, we probably got like a month and a half for majority of the states. You know, in the Northwest, it could snow all the way up into fucking June. But for majority, I say 80% of the country, we probably got about more or less a month and a half left before we can really breathe a sigh of relief, you know what I mean, with all this snow and stuff going away. What's the best GPS? I use the Qualcomm, I have no problems. What's the longest you can stay out at Swift with no home time? The longest I've stayed out was like 13 weeks. That's when I was a lease operator, and that was right before I went on my vacation last year. I wanted to stack up a bunch of bread and shit. But yeah, that was 13 weeks. As a company driver though, you can stay out as long as you want. Just understand what's going on. You need to you gotta understand, like, after you stay home for like 4 to 5 days, they'll take your truck, because the trucks gotta keep moving. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, you know what I'm saying? So last year we got like 2.5 feet last March up here in the Northeast. You never know. Yeah, you never know, man. You definitely never know. How much did you stack? How much? Oh, you talking about for my vacation? Shit, like 10 bands. It's like, yeah, like 10 bands. Like when you calculate the room that I got, when you calculate the rental car, yeah, about 10. Keith got a crush on you, I'm convinced. Oh yeah, Kevin definitely got a crush, man. It's all love though. I get it, man. Hey, man, when you got nothing better to do with your time, like, that's why I don't pay that nigga no mind, man, because for me to be such a bad guy or such a loser as he will, like, he right here watching a loser. So if I'm a loser, what does that make you for watching me for 20 minutes? You dig? Much love and appreciate that, Scott. You ever thought about going over tonight? Not. It wouldn't make much sense. Night and Swift merge, so kind of end with night. But no, to seriously answer your question with no sarcasm, nah, I never thought about going with night. They take your truck if you on vacation too. How long do you want? Wait for a new one. It just depends on your terminal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, and it depends on your driver leader as well, because it's all about the utilization of the truck. You have what's called a utilization score. And what that means is that that truck has to be a productive truck. So, like, for example, if I run 6 weeks straight and I'm very productive, if I want to go home for 6 days, I probably can squeeze out 6 to 7 days just because how productive I have been with this truck and my utilization score. So my driver leader can bear to be without this truck moving for 6 days. But if I was out here for 3 weeks, you know, bullshitting, and then I want to go home for 5 days, they're gonna be like, man, you ain't did nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that truck gotta keep moving, because it's all about driver leaders are graded on how productive their drivers are. That's how they get their, I don't know if it's commission, or I don't know if it's like their money is based off of that, but they're definitely graded off of that. So if I'm a driver leader and you ain't did shit for the last 3 weeks or 4 weeks, and you talking about going home, so I gotta eat these 3 weeks of unproductive driving, and you want to go home for 5 days, that's gonna make my chart look bad. But I spit, that was nasty. But if you've been running hard for 6 weeks and you productive, then it's like, okay, I'm good. I hate seeing this young man play with his life like this. Yeah, because a man on the road providing for his family is definitely a sad scene, you dig? I could be somewhere, you know, doing something productive, like selling drugs and shit, right? What's going on, Michael? I just left a job out of VA called Lucky Dog. I ain't never heard of that. I watch your vids. I appreciate that, Michael. I'm at home chilling, smoking some bowl, hitting the road Wednesday. Word. What city you in? I'm in Georgia. What do you know about Gary, Indiana terminal and or in the Chicago area? I know I almost got scammed out in Chicago. Some scam artists tried to get me to write a check, a Comdata check for like $250 out there. But the Gary terminal, I mean, I ain't been there a lot. I mean, it's one of the smaller terminals. But I mean, I think that's like a lot of flatbed drivers are based out of there. What do you know about? Okay. Hey, Mike, don't pay Kevin no mind, man. He's you know, solo is better working for an owner-op or big company money-wise. Oh, solo, is it better working for owner-op or big company money-wise? I guess the masses would say an owner-op or a smaller company. I guess it depends on your situation, because, like, working for an owner-op... Hold on, it's about to say something to me. Oh, they, I wonder why they do that. Okay. But, I always wonder why they do that. I mean, I get it, like, you know, like, they unhook one of your lines, your red airlines. But, like, I'm not going anywhere. They must have had some idiots who took off while the truck was still on and fucked some shit up. But, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I mean, I do fine here solo. with a big carrier. But when you work for an owner operator, I guess it's a lot of variables. Are you W-2? Are you 1099? Are you percentage? Are you flat rate? So it's a lot of things that go into that. With a mega carrier, it's more consistent pay structure. With an owner operator, it can be different depending on the owner operator. That's my opinion. That's my opinion for working for an owner operator out of the port. You know what I'm saying? So. But down next week, down in Chicago, trying to find a good company. I'm just starting out. Should be a lot of good companies in Chicago. Chicago is a freight hub, man. There's a lot of freight coming out of Chicago. Solo, go owner op, lease, go company. Huh? Solo, go owner op, lease, go company. Hopefully I will see you again out here, Jay. Hey, man, show me some love if you do, man. Just don't come with no bullshit, because you're going to get bullshit right back. Why don't you block Kevin B, man? Ain't nobody think about Kevin B, man. About to start with. And then even if you block somebody, you can't block them from a live feed. About to start with Night on the dry side, running. Okay, Southeast Regional sound like a wild vibe. What's up with the jump roping, man? What's up with the jump roping? But I ain't jump roping in a minute, I ain't gonna lie to you. And plus, it's too cold. I mean, I'm not gonna jump rope in 32-degree weather. Walk around and get frostbite. Block me for giving honest advice. I wouldn't call what you do advice, Mr. Kevin. Now that's weed legal in some states. Can you smoke weed? Nah, you can't smoke weed because we're federal employees. Like we are regulated by the government. So no, we can't smoke weed. Does CR England teach an automatic? I believe with all driving schools, they still teach you manual, but you can get taught an automatic. Like if you have an automatic license, you can only drive automatic. But I do believe the majority of the schools out here still teach in manuals. If you start over, who would you work for knowing what you know now? Knowing what I know now, wow, that is a great question. Knowing what I know now, where would I have started? I guess it would be biased to say Swift, but that's what it would be. Or if I could have got in there, Prime. If I could have got in Prime, or if I could have gotten Snyder, but I don't think my record was good enough then to get in either one of those companies. But yeah, definitely knowing what I know now. When I first started, I would have either went for Prime, Snyder, or Swift in that order. Prime, Snyder, Swift would have been my top 3 choices in that order. Yeah. Yep. There's drivers that I've seen exercise no matter how cold it is. Hey, well, salute to those drivers. I'm not dumb. I just can't justify going outside. Like, you understand, I stay in the Northwest. I stay on 80. I mean, like, call it what you want, but I'm not going outside if it's less than 40 degrees. Like, I sweat a lot. So, like, I'm not about to be walking around out here. It's 38 degrees outside, and I'm sweating. Like, nah. If y'all want to do that, hey, man, kudos to you. Salute. Whatever, but I'm not doing it. So where you at OTR? I mean, I'm based out of LA. I drive for small fleet, 2 trucks. I can't smoke weed. How much you think rookie can make in his first year at Swift? You should better hit 40K, I believe. 35 to 40K, but people gonna You know, people have their opinions on what you should make. I believe at Swift, even with the money that they take out for your schooling, if you come through schooling, 35 to 40K with the bonus package that they have, you know, you can come straight out of your mentor's truck and be platinum, and you know, I believe 35 to 40 easy as a first year driver for Swift. And I'm saying, like, and that's, you know, that's if you OTR. Like, if you know, after your 6 months, say you hop on a dedicated, that may be more. You got some dedicated situations out here with Swift drivers making 50, 55, some even 60, but people won't believe that. That's unfathomable. Oh my goodness. Is there a slow season in reefer? I guess I'm supposed to say yeah, but I can't say that I've ever slowed down. I just don't know. Like, I'm being like, when I was training and leasing in the spring and summer of last year, I was rolling. Since I've been back here, when I was with Will, we was rolling. Since I came back this time, I've been rolling. I mean, like I said, since I've been back, I've gotten a 3,000 mile load, a 2,800 mile load, a 1,600 mile load. Like, if it's slow, I'm not noticing it. Put it like that. It's 10 degrees here. Woo. That alcohol is going to be your downfall. Dude, I haven't had a drink in, like, I can't even remember. I don't even think I've had a drink this year. Hold on, let me think, because I don't want to lie. I think it's been, I don't even think I've had a drink this year. But anyways, ain't showing you no love. What's the most you've ever made for Swift? You talking about a single check? 2,600 as a lease operator, as a company driver. After taxes, it was like 1,600 as a company mentor. So 2,600 as an owner op mentor, 1,600 as a company mentor. How many times you chained up this year? You know what's funny about that, Callie? I've chained, well, I haven't like fully chained and drove, but I actually helped the U.S. Express driver put his chains on the other day. You know what I'm saying? Trying to help him get out of a ditch, but it didn't work. But I've never chained and drove. I don't believe it. I believe if I got to put chains on, it's time to shut it down. But after helping that U.S. Express driver put his chains on, if I had to get to a safe haven, I now feel more comfortable doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's not as bad as I thought it was. You know what I'm saying? But so I've never chained my truck, but you know, I'm definitely not as against it as I was before. You can change anything about Swift, what would it be? APUs. Give us Swift make too much damn money for us to be out here and not being able to idle our truck between 68 and 34 or 35. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. You don't want to idle these trucks. These new trucks are not built to be idle with these DEF systems. If I could change one thing about Swift, give your drivers APUs. Oh my God. Yo, like, that's the one thing I miss about being with Trans Am was the AP. That shit was such love. Oh my goodness. I don't even miss the direct TV. I got my phone. I can pull up whatever I need to on my phone. But that APU, man, I'm trying to tell you. If that's why I said if I could, that's why I say if doing it all over again, knowing what I know now, like Prime would be the first place I would go, because Prime, they got good pay for the company drivers. They got a good lease program. Their terminal in Springfield is fucking amazing, and their trucks all have APUs. Like, if I could have gotten Prime, I feel like my whole trucking career would have been a lot different than what it has been. Not that I regret it, but like APU would change your whole perception about trucking. Swift has both manual and automatic, but they are in the process of switching to all manual. I mean, excuse me, all automatic. I would say majority of the fleet is 100%. 100%. Majority of the fleet is automatic. I would say about 75 to 25 is automatic. See, Kevin, when you start talking like that, that's what, you know what I'm saying, have people talking crazy about you. I appreciate that, Papa G. I remember when Jay and Saint would go back and forth on Zello. I went back and forth with Saint? For real? You mean like just talking or like in an argument? I've argued with a lot of people on Zello, but I don't think Saint was one of them. It's interesting that you bring that up, hip-hop. Makes me wonder who you really are. Has anyone ever seen a movie called Cable Guy? That's Kevin B. Yeah, with that joint with Jim Carrey? I started in auto. I'm in a manual. Never want to hop in auto. I mean, like, if I didn't have to train, I would 100% stay in a manual. But because I train, it's an easier process in the automatic. What one thing you didn't like about Abilene? Oh boy, y'all asking some questions tonight, boy. God damn. Good question. What did I like about Abilene? First, let me say this. I got lazy when I went to Abilene. 100% did. I was late to loads. I wasn't coming off my home time on time every weekend like I was supposed to, every other weekend. So I definitely got off to a rough start because of me, 100% on me. And what I didn't like was, see, like, if I was to mess something up here at Swift, like a week or two later, that shit is like these driver leadership amnesia. Okay, he back on track. What I feel like with Abilene, because, you know, it was such a small company, I feel like some of the mistakes I made early on, I paid for the entire time I was there. You know what I'm saying? So I just wish they would have, you know, maybe given me a second chance to redeem myself. I really never felt like I got that opportunity, you know what I mean? But again, it's 100% on me, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not taking that off of me by no means. But and then they didn't have APUs either, so, and that was it was a bigger adjustment then because I was fresh from Trans Am, so it was like, damn, no APUs. I love the Volvo 780 though, man. Oh my god, if I could get a 2018 Volvo 780 or the new Volvo, the 860 with an APU, man. Let's see. What you heard about I don't know nothing about KLLM. You need to watch it. I guess, how long you been driving? How long you been driving? How long have I been driving now? I keep saying 2 years, but it's really like 20, what's this, February, March, April. So like 20 months. No, excuse me, 22 months. Like, to give you the exact date, I went to CRST in February of 2016. I got my CDL. Fuck my CDL. I think the official date was like, my Virginia one was issued to me March 30th of 2016. My Ohio one was issued on March 5th. So as of March, let me show y'all this shit. This is my old Iowa joint. This is the joint that CRST made us get. You see how it's voided right there. But that's the joint you got in CRS in Iowa. But that was given on March 15th. So as far as my official having a CDL, March 5th will be 2 years. But as far as driving experience, I started officially with Trans Am the beginning of April. So I say 2 years because I'm right there. I'm right there on the precipice of it. Precipice. I think that's the right term. I'm trying to sound smart, y'all. What happened with the port work? Basically, with the port, number one, I realized I didn't want to be local. Which really, that was the main thing, because I really didn't have anything against the port work, because I was making good money. I mean, shit, I had made like $1,500 like 2 weeks back to back, but besides that, I was making like 11, 12, home every other night, home on the weekend. But what I realized was, like, the schedule of that port shit wasn't what I thought it was. You know what I mean? Like, that's when I realized I don't want to be local. I just want to be home and be able to chill. You know what I'm saying? With some residual income coming in. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be like that port shit on e-logs was just like you waking up 2, 3 in the morning. And then because of the area that we normally went to was up in like the DC area on the 95. So you trying to beat traffic, home, you getting home 5, 6 o'clock. You trying to do everything at home, get sleep by 9 o'clock just to wake back up. So I just didn't like the flow of how it went. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like when I go home on home time. Like, if I go home for 5 days, I'm off for 5 straight 24-hour days and can do whatever I want. With the port, it just, like, the schedule was what I didn't like. I didn't like that waking up at the crack of dawn and then, you know, my weekends really weren't weak, because all the weekend was like you sleeping in on Saturday to catch up on sleep, and then now early Saturday afternoon to Saturday night, you trying to figure out what to do, and then Sunday, really, if you trying to make money, you leaving Sunday afternoon, so you really ain't got all of Sunday. So I just ain't like the schedule. Like, some people like to go home every weekend, or, you know, on that shit like that. I don't like it because I don't feel like you fully getting the full experience, because you coming home and just like that, it's time to go again. I like to come home and be like, okay, it's Monday. I'm not leaving out until goddamn Sunday night. I got 6 days to do whatever. You know what I mean? So that's just me personally. That's what I learned about myself in trucking. You know what I'm saying? So go read some of these. I done heard about that keto diet too. I think I'm gonna try to do more of a plant-based type situation. Would you ever like to haul petroleum or oil? Nah, I ain't really into that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't interested in no oil field or no hauling no tanker. That's just not something I'm interested. That may change. Who knows? But as of right now, on this day, nah, I ain't interested. Would you go back to Abilene? Nah, I don't think Abilene is a good fit for me. In my opinion, you know what I'm saying, based off of how I like to run. I like to be OTR all 48 states, seeing the different scenery. Abilene really don't send solo drivers that far west, you know what I'm saying, unless you just in good with, you know what I'm saying, certain people. But no, I just don't think Abilene would be a good fit for me at this point, you know, especially because I've already been there. So really it'd be like going backwards, you know what I'm saying, because I've been there before, which was actually what I did when I came back to Swift. So either that kind of contradicted itself, but whatever. What are you gonna do? I am sick to death of watching you sit and complain all damn. What am I complaining? You always changing your damn mind, Jay, and then complain when good people like me give you advice. I'm answering questions, dog. How am I complaining? What are you talking about, dog? Hey, bro, put the bottle down, son. Have you ever popped on yourself or came close? Being in the middle of nowhere? Oh, pooped. Nah, I ain't never pooped on myself, dog. I'm a grown-ass man. Come on now. I wait up midnight every night for this local job. It's rough, but you have to sacrifice to be home. Local is good. I feel you. I can't do it, dog. I can't do it. Like, I get more sleep OTR. Like, it's just, and I feel like OTR is just more enjoyable, in my opinion. This is just me. I'm not saying this is fact. Like, a lot of people state their opinions like it's fact. No, this is just an opinion. But I enjoy the everyday cycle of an OTR nigga more than I did as a local dude. Before you started driving a truck, were you in fear of anything about driving the truck? If so, did you face that fear? Not really, just because of the fact, like, I didn't really know a lot about truck driving. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of got introduced to truck driving. What's going on, man? I kind of got introduced to truck driving through my homeboy. Shout out to Ryan Dale. And I would just watch his videos and pictures he would post up on Facebook. And I just started thinking, like really, like, I think, if anything, I feared the process of becoming a truck driver, because I don't know why, but I thought, like, the process of becoming a truck driver was like a year or two, like some welding school type shit, like some long drawn out. I didn't realize you go to school for 4 weeks and bam, you got a CDL. Like, if I really wish I would have known, like, a lot sooner than I did, man, I'd have been came out on the road. You dig? But, like, I feared, I guess you could say I feared the process. You know, I definitely got cold feet before I got on that Greyhound and went out to Cedar Rapids. You know what I mean? But I'm definitely glad I made the trip. But as far as driving a truck, I have a fear of heights. So maybe driving through mountains. You know, I'm the guy, if you come in through a mountain range, I'm the guy doing 35, 40 with the 4-ways on a 5% grade. I'm very cautious when it comes to mountains and even some steep hills. So maybe that's something that, you know, I guess you said that I'm afraid of or whatever. But besides that, nah, I mean, it's just, you know, trucking definitely I feel like it came easy to me. Like, once I got out here and got a feel for it, like, it's not really too many things I'm afraid of. I'm just very cautious. You know what I mean? So, because when you're afraid, you're more likely to fuck up afraid than just being cautious. I can deal with a cautious student, but a student that's just afraid to do anything, you're more like, because you so jumpy, you white knuckling, and you just, nah, that's not a good. If you behind the wheel and you afraid, you might need to go and pull it over. Who your favorite rapper right now? That's random. Favorite rapper right now? I don't know, dog. Like, I don't even be listening to rap like that no more, truth be told. I don't know. That's a good question. Who's my favorite rapper? I don't know. I don't know right now. I don't know. If I have a DUI 4 years ago and I get my CDL, will anyone hire me? Yeah, I think with a DUI, some companies want it to be 5 years old, but I think some will let you slide with 3. Just depends on the company. Different companies got different requirements. Google it. You should Google trucking companies that will hire me with a DUI, and that information come up. Or when you have free time, just call around the different companies and just, you know, talk to them. Let them know. You'd be surprised how many companies will, because a lot of them say it's based on a case-by-case basis. So if that's the only thing that you have on your record and it's 4 years old, they may let you slide in. But if you got some other type shit around that, then they be like, you know what, nah, we just can't. Like with Abilene, when I came from Trans Am to Abilene, they definitely hired me on a case-by-case basis, because I had that accident when I was at Trans Am, when I hit that pole, and they gave me that ticket for that shit. So they definitely pulled me in the office with the safety dude and was like, look, you know what I mean? Like, normally we wouldn't. And a bigger reason that because of Party Hard, talking to the president, so salute to him for that. But like, they pulled me in and was like, look, man, look, you know, this is a case-by-case basis, but we're gonna go ahead and take you, mainly because Allen, which was the president, had backed me. So, but if I was just a regular Joe who didn't know anybody at the right time and didn't have any connects, Abilene wouldn't have took me. Would you ever go to U.S. Foods, FedEx, UPS? Absolutely not. I wouldn't go to U.S. Foods. I'm not touching no boxes. You cancel that. No, thank you. As far as FedEx or UPS, I got a homeboy who drives for FedEx, and he seems to do very well. You know, he's comfortable with his salary. He's home every night. I would say never say never. It's not something I'm interested in right now. But if I had to do a FedEx or a UPS, pay damn good. If FedEx Ground pays average, but if you get in on what like FedEx, one of the other FedExes, they pay. That's when they start paying more. But the FedEx ground pays very average. I want to say like 52 to 55,000 a year type shit to start. But if I would, if I had, I guess, no choice, but I would never do U.S. Foods or Cisco or PFG or none of those food service. I'm just not about that life. I ain't even gonna sit up here and lie to you. Jay, bro, you on the ground. What does that mean? You lucky you didn't go lease with Trans Am because they forced you. And yeah, man, like that shit turned me off from jump. Like the first day before we talked about anything, they handing out lease pamphlets. Oh, lease. I'm like, nah, I'm good with that. What's going on, Mr. Xavier? Why everybody keep asking me where I'm at? I'm in Georgia. I'm at U.S. Foods. Yeah, you make 90,000, but you work for that joint. I'm good, man. Salute though, that's good bread. But I'm not trying to, like, if I wanted to work that hard for that type of money, I'd stayed at Walmart distribution for real. How often do you go grocery shopping for the truck? I just went grocery shopping yesterday. Re-upped on some fruit. I went and bought a toaster oven because my microwave kept shorting out my inverter. So, excuse me. But, yeah, so, like, I find myself being in Walmart now, seem like every 3 days because I'm re-upping on fruit and water. I'm going through that shit fast. So, like I say, every 3 days, every 3-4 days. Oh yeah. How often do you the FedEx? Pretty nice. Yeah, FedEx got pretty nice package. What state you in? I'm in Georgia. U.S. food. Nothing wrong with U.S. food. Yeah, I'm not saying nothing wrong with U.S. food. I don't like to unload trucks. But if that's what you want to do, then it's a great opportunity. U.S. Food, Cisco, PFG, all those joints. Like, all you need is a year experience. Sometimes you might can sneak in with 6 months, and they'll train you. But you can make an upwards of, like he said, 90,000. But what you got to understand is you're gonna be working a lot of hours. You know what I mean? So you may work, and correct me if I'm wrong, the dude that posted it, what, 60 to 80 hours a week? You know what I mean? Like, when I had my interview for Cisco way back when, which I'm so glad I didn't get that job, they told me it may be days where you drive 45 miles in a day, in a shift, but you just unload it majority of the time. So you're talking about an hour of driving, but the other 13 hours you're unloading. And they said some of them places you going up and down stairs, you know what I'm saying? So let me read some more of these joints. It's a good workout. Yeah, it's definitely a good workout. It's a very good workout. Your fear of mountains. Why don't you go to Walmart? I do go to Walmart. Stay away from those food delivery spots. I wouldn't say stay. I would just, if you don't want to touch boxes, then yes, stay away. But if you don't mind touching boxes, it's a great opportunity. It really is, man, because you get good benefits. You home every night. You just working. It's hard labor. But if you're okay with that, if you a young boy, 21, 22, 23, and 25 or under, and you willing to do that, it's all about what you willing to do for that bread. I'm telling you, if you willing to do that, it's a great opportunity. But I'm just not interested. You know what I'm saying? Just like that's the same way I feel about the oil field. It's a great opportunity, but that's just not for me. How much Cisco? I believe Cisco can be in that same range with the U.S. food. Because what it is the way they pay and I'm pretty sure my mans will correct me if I'm wrong, is that I want to say it's not. Yeah, it is. I think it's hourly. You got hourly pay, mileage pay, and the most you get, the one that really pays you is the production. However many boxes you move an hour, case per hour, and it's like stop pay. It's a bunch of different pays that calculate. Then once you hit that, I want to say it's 40 hours. You get that time and a half, and all that shit adds up. Yeah, so there you go. 65 to 100K with all those different pays. That shit adds up. But the key is though, like you gonna start off one with Cisco. They're gonna tell you up jump you working every Saturday, because the thing with those type of jobs as well is that you got a lot of veterans there, and with the veterans they have worked their way up to, they have stops where they don't have to touch necessarily every single box. They just unloading pallets. Which then it becomes easy, but you don't come into that. You coming in with the load that you got to touch the most boxes. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about seniority, and seniority with them local gigs could be somebody been there for 15 years, whereas an OTR gig, you know, the average OTR driver maybe 2 years, 3 years. Case pay, mile pay, daily pay, stop pay, safety pay. See, you get all those different pays. So all those different pays add up to, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's good bread, but understand what you're gonna be doing for that bread. You're doing a lot of different things for that bread. They just not, and that's what people be missing. Like, you know, to get that type of bread, you're gonna be doing some extra stuff. Like, for real. Like the average truck driver, after I say after 2 years, should be making 65K. If you make it over past 65K, you doing some extra shit. Whether it's some specialized shit, some mentoring type shit, something. But the average truck driver after 2 years of experience should be making at least 65, and that's just driving the truck. Nah, I didn't get a student yet. I was reading some old comments. I haven't gotten a student yet. Hey, Jay, I'm out. You be safe, brother. Wish you the best. Hey, appreciate that, Ed Smith. Damn, I took a break and Kevin's still at it. Yeah. Knees and shoulders going out, pay. That's funny. I caught that. It went over my head, but I reached up and I brought it back. I got that. Knees and shoulders. Yeah, man, it's hard on the body. Anybody thinking about going local, check out my video how to make over 65K in a year. So so there you go. For the 34 people in here, if you interested in local and trying to make good money local, check out my man Right Lane Carriers LLC. Go to his page, you know what I mean, subscribe, watch his video, and there you go. Yeah, I don't have a student yet. I'm hoping to have one by Thursday. We gonna see what happens. I don't know, you know what I mean. We're gonna see. They claimed I should have one. I'm out. Be cool. Alright, man. Talked to my recruiter. He said what the hell? I talked to my recruiter. He said I can request you. Hey, man, if I'm available as a mentor by the time you come out here, you know what I mean, just let me, you know. I'm glad that you're not my son. Hey, man, you know what? I'm pretty glad I'm pretty glad my damn self, Kevin B. I'm pretty glad too, man. Read some of these old comments. I read all these. Okay. Damn, I'm on an hour. Advice for rookie driver. Advice for a rookie truck driver. I feel like I covered this in one of my last videos. Just relax. Just relax. Don't put no more pressure on yourself than what's already gonna be on you. Be confident in what you're doing, but also be cautious in what you're doing as well. If you you know what I'm saying, don't be afraid to ask for advice. Don't be afraid to, you know, get out and look. I don't know why rookie truck drivers don't want to get out and look. Like, you know what I mean? Like, get out and look. If you don't feel comfortable doing something, if at any point in time you behind this steering wheel and you got to think about what the truck is doing, you need to stop. Period. Like, I've seen too many accidents because drivers are behind the steering wheel and they guessing what's going on behind them or around them. Like, if you have to guess how far you are from that truck or a trailer or that door, stop. This ain't no guessing game. You can't gamble with this shit. You understand? So when you behind this wheel and you gotta start thinking about, like, man, you know, am I really that close? Stop the truck, pop your brake, get the fuck out and look at your situation. I tell all my students that. You should never be uncertain about what this truck and trailer is doing when you are sitting behind this wheel. Care what nobody say. I don't care what the owner operator who been driving for 20 years just did beside you. Oh, he just hanged out the door, blindsided, with his eyes closed and 1 foot on the ground. Oh, I don't care about none of that. You ain't that driver. Oh, well, he can back into that spot. Yeah, he probably familiar with that spot. Oh, they've been driving for 30 years. You knew, you don't know nothing. You know what I mean? So that's my advice. If at any point you are behind the wheel of this truck and you have to guess or you have to question what are you doing, pop the brake, get out, and evaluate your situation. I don't know how I got into these trucking channels, but y'all make shit sound exciting. I appreciate that. What's going on, Alex Express? I start Swift tomorrow. Got my permit already on my own. What should I expect first couple of days? Are you starting orientation or school? It's all about experience. Have patience. I got advice for you, rookie. Save that money. Yeah, absolutely save that money. 12-year vet. I still get out of luck. You got to, man. I'm an owner operator Swift for 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you gotta get out and look. Like, oh, man, don't get me wrong. I have my moments where I'm like, you know, I'm just nice like that, and I just throw it in. But I also have, bro, it's like truck stops. It's just automatic. No, sir. I'm not hitting Mr. Peterbilt at 3 in the morning. No, sir. I'm already about to park next to him and piss him off because my reefer about to run all night, so he gonna be mad. So I'll be damned if, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's just, nah. It's just too much that can go wrong, man. It's too much. I've seen cats pull out of the door and start cutting it too soon and hit a driver or hit a truck pulling out the door, not backing in, pulling out. Because they won't take in their time and they was not 100% sure of what that trailer was doing. I'm the guy that you go to the, like, if you come to the shipper receiver, I'm the guy that got my 4-ways on. The speed limit may be 10, but I'm doing 5. Because when you get to these shippers and receivers and truck stops, it's so much shit. And nobody has any courtesy anymore, if they ever had it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're always in the way. It's never them. You're in the way. Whether it's somebody walking, whether it's another truck, whether it's a yard jockey, whoever, you're always in the way. It's always your fault. So that's why I just take it slow. Ain't in no rush. You know what I mean? I got plenty of time to do what I got to do. I done already set my macro, so I'm not late. I'm always early. So don't rush. Take your time. And don't be bullied by these other truck drivers who can be on the road giving you all kind of crazy looks like, why you driving so slow? Because I'm not trying to crash, nigga. Fuck you mean? It's a 5% grade, and I'm doing 35, 45. So, oh, he's driving too slow. But yeah, but if I go 60 and then I flip my truck, or if I do 60 and I'm following too close and I killed his family in front of me, now I'm the idiot driver. See how much of it's a double standard out here. Because when you're going too slow, you the slow driver, you this, that, driving Miss Daisy. But when you go too fast, it fucks something up. Now you the bad driver. There's no in between. So fuck people's opinion. Drive the way that makes you feel the safest. Any tips on backing? Sometimes I'm perfectly straight, other times I'm crooked. when hitting the dock. Again, getting out and look. And you probably oversteering. That's what you're doing. Almost guarantee it. You probably oversteering. So I would say when you back, like once you straight, stop turning the wheel so much. Know what I mean? Like boom, boom. Not all this here and all that. I guarantee you that's what you're doing. You oversteering, and by the time you correct it, you done lined up crooked. So just, you know, when you line up, be easy. It's like making love, man. Be easy to the wheel. You ain't got to pummel it every time. You know what I mean? Just be easy with it. You know what I mean? Light some candles, put some R&B on it. Just go nice and slow and steady. You know what I mean? Just do as they taught you in school. Won't fail. Take notes. Yep. I have my LLC and my own truck business. Swift, it's not worth it. It's not worth it not to get out and look. Yeah, absolutely. What's going on? Keep on trucking. If you don't know what way to turn, use your pinky finger as a tractor on the thumb and trailer. I ain't never heard that before, but okay. And trucking every day, everyone is a rookie. No day is. You're absolutely right about that. Always get out and look, no matter if other drivers get frustrated. It's times where I can back up quickly and times where I have to. Man, look, I don't care about no other drivers. I done had people honk the horn at me. I be like, oh, what you want me to do? You gonna honk the horn at me because I'm taking too long, but if I hit this truck, you gonna pull your phone out. Like, come on, man, get up out my face. Oh, he leaving. All right, dog. Better safe than sorry. Absolutely. Hey, Jay, tell the rookie to not go lease until they learn the business. I can't really say that, man, because I know people who went lease straight out of school and killing it right now. So it's just a matter of how much experience you have as far as business. You know what I'm saying? Or being able to adapt. You know what I mean? So I can't say that because I know people on both sides of that have failed, myself, and who are doing great. D-Raj, Woody, LaShawn, you know what I'm saying? These guys went straight into leasing and they doing fine. So I can't say that. Do you have a favorite state to drive through? Nebraska. I love Nebraska. I know it sounds crazy, may seem boring to people, but Nebraska is flat, it's simple, it's truck parking everywhere. Nebraska is the state that you can run your clock down to 1 minute because you can park at the Walmarts, you can park at the rest areas. It's just so, it's like every exit is parking in Nebraska, it seems like. I love Nebraska. Plus my favorite truck stop is there, which is Bosselman's exit 312 in Grand Island. That was my problem. Oh yeah, oversteering, man. Oversteering will get you every time. Oversteering is why, like it have been situations where I'll back into the door fine, but then I'll spend 20 minutes trying to line up perfect inside the line because I keep oversteering. What was the biggest check owner op lease? 2,600. Yeah, 2,600. Do a quarter turn at 3 o'clock or a 6 o'clock turn, or one full turn on steering wheel. I'm a company driver over at Prime, and not once have I thought about going lease. Don't give up what no one says. I mean, hey, Prime is a company that treats their company drivers well enough to where everybody, like you have some companies who treat the company drivers so much like shit that they really give you no choice but to lease, like a Trans Am. But companies like Prime, Snyder, JB Hunt, and Swift, they actually treat their company drivers good. So they, you know what I'm saying, when they do decide to lease, it's 100% on them. It's not because they being like forced to do it. And that's what I'm learning as a company driver at Swift. I really still do everything the same as far as like the way that I operate and run as I was as a lease operator. I still talk to the planners. I still tell them like, look, this is what I'm gonna do. Da 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 da. You know what I mean? So I don't have no issues. I was told even if you have to do a 6 pull-ups, as long as you don't hit anything, it's safe to back. Absolutely. But you know what's crazy? The dude, you know what I don't like? The stupid ass road tests and backing tests that these schools give you, and whoever the fucking idiot was, excuse my French, that came up with the policy that if you get out of your truck or pull up more than twice, you fail. Like, what? That makes no sense. So you're gonna put the pressure on these students to where they can't get out, they can't pull up more than twice, and they can't get out more than twice, but then you're gonna send them out here in the real world and expect them not to hit nothing? Are you kidding me? That's ass backwards. Because now all they're gonna do in school is they're gonna learn that specific back. They're gonna know the reference points. Like, a lot of us, and veterans probably can speak to this, when you went to school, whatever they had you practice backing on, you learned every reference points on that spot to the point where you got that spot down perfect. But then when you went it back somewhere else, it was just like, oh shit, because you didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's stupid as hell, man, how you can only get out twice, you can only pull up twice. That's some bullshit to me. You know what I mean? You tell them to get out and look, get out and look, get out and look, but now you done programmed in their head for 4 weeks that you can only get out twice. Stupid as hell. Me too. Yeah, North Platte is cool. You got to get to North Platte early, though, because that shit be filling up quick. You guys need to start asking companies if they got enough work. Okay, I think I get what you're saying. I guess plenty of work here. Save that money and buy your own truck. True. Do you know tattoo policies in trucking? I've been thinking of getting a couple, but not sure how they looked upon it. I mean, I've never been questioned about tattoos. I got one on my shoulder and 2 on my forearms. I'll probably get some more eventually, but I mean, I mean, only thing I mean, maybe if you got some shit on your face, maybe. But I mean, it's trucking, you know what I mean? So you gonna see all kinds of cats out here with different stuff, you know what I mean? I don't think it's that big of a deal, but I would check the policy of the company that you potentially want to go to. Yeah, what he said. It's definitely not the military. Damn, I've been in this joint for like hours some change. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do once cause I'm out of hours. I might try to creep up to the truck stop. That shit like a mile away. Or I'm looking at these trucks right here. These guys, they pull right outside the gate here. They parked on the road. I may do that cause I'm out of hours. I'm out of hours. So I don't know what they gonna I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna figure it out though. I see you losing that gym, proud of you, bro. I hope I'm losing, man. You know what I mean? I'm been killing this water, fruit, all this shit, you know what I mean? So I'm hoping to start seeing some results, especially I really do believe, like, once it warms up and I can start walking again, I think that shit gonna fall off, man. Like, I can't wait. Like, I'm not trying to sound arrogant, but I can't wait to see the faces of some of these trolls when your boy starts slimming down in the face, clothes start fitting more loosely and all that. I can't wait, man. Oh my God, y'all think I'm cocky. I don't think I'm cocky, but y'all think I'm cocky now. Talk about 90-degree back in Atruckernamedjay. Do you teach your students? See, I mean, like, you rarely run into situations where you got to do a full out 90. You know what I mean? Like, but I mean, I teach my students to evaluate each situation. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some situations you may be able to pull up and back. Some situations you go to the regular angle. Some may be a 90. I've taught my students how to blindside. You just never know what you're gonna run into. Like, the thing I teach is to evaluate your full situation and to always use all space available. You know what I mean? Like, there's no There's no one way in backing. You know what I'm saying? There are different techniques, but just because you use that same technique doesn't mean it's going to look the same way when you do it because of how much space you may have. You know what I'm saying? So how many miles do you average a week? What did I say earlier? 25 to 28. Yeah, 25 to 28. How's your boy LaShawn? I seen his live feed earlier, or last night, since it's now 2 in the morning, almost 3 in the morning. He seems to be doing fine. I would, you know, if I was you, I would go check out his Facebook. He's at the crib, from my understanding. He's recovering. I think he's out for like 6 to 8 weeks is what he said. And the big news was, I think he said that he's done driving trucks. That he's looking for a team to put in his truck. So he's going to step into, I guess, the more of the management type situation for his own truck. So I mean, like, this shit he went through, man, that shit crazy. Like, that's one of the main reasons I'm trying to get my health together. Because, like I said, like, LaShawn is in pretty good shape. Ex-military dude. So, you know that he has some type of physique to him, a healthy physique. And he has some shit that could have killed him. So, it was like, I feel like, you know, if I keep going down the route I'm going, like, you know, I might not get a chance to save it like he did. You know what I mean? So, it's definitely an eye-opener for sure. What's going on, Luis? Yeah, that's the one thing. Yeah, this is the one thing that's messed up about the ELDs. But see, I think what it was that I was supposed to have a student, so I would have been able to. Between the both of us, we would have still had time to move the truck. You know what I'm saying? Like, but because it's just me, I ran out my clock getting here damn near, and plus sitting here for as long as I said. I'd have been here now 2 hours. Do a colon cleanse. It helps with the weight loss. Okay. As a reefer, can you sleep as shipper? Some shippers will let you sleep on the property. Some won't. And it's crazy because, like, this shipper here or this receiver here, they got plenty of, they got a big ass lot over there. They got all these spots right here. There ain't nothing but 3 of us trucks here. Well, yeah, 3 of us that have been unloaded. The other 2 have been put on the public street, and they won't let us park here. Crazy. It is what it is. If you become my mentor, can we hit up a strip club here and there? Oh, nah, dog. It's strictly business, you know what I mean? I'm out here. I got a plan. I got some goals. I can't do that. Lot lizards help keep us sane on the road. I don't know about that one. Yeah, I don't know about that one. What keep me sane is my son. That's what keep me sane. My son Future, making sure he don't live nowhere near like I live, even though I didn't live a bad life. Making sure he live better. That's all I need to keep me sane, focused, and you know what I mean? Like, that's what I look at. What's your favorite snack? I tell you what, it was oranges, but like one of my previous live feeds, people were telling me that I need to try raw vegetables. So I've been eating celery, and what I found out, man, like I thought I used to think that I only like celery, one, because it always came with the boneless buffalo wings, and then because I would eat it with ranch. But what I realized, when I ate some celery last night, when I ate my shrimp and my baked shrimp and baked fish, celery is actually, you know, nice. I mean, I don't know, man, like I just didn't think that I would like it by itself, but I did. So celery, I got oranges, and I guess what I'm realizing is I guess it's not so much that I don't like certain fruits. I'm just not used to eating this type of food. So I'm just trying to get my taste buds adapted to it, so that it's just like, you know, I'm like that with oranges. Bananas I'm starting to like more now. Strawberries I'm starting to really like. So it's just getting my taste buds, you know, off of the cheeseburgers, french fries, chips, and shit like that, and getting it more used to the fresh fruit. My lady keeps me. I hear that. I know that's right. Whenever I squeeze one out in the sleeper, I throw the tissue out the window at the wow. Well, I just hope I never park next to you and I step on that tissue, man. That would suck, man. I would have to pull your safety pin or some shit. You're not beefing with I assume you mean D-Raj anymore. When was I beefing with D-Raj? We was beefing? I'm gonna call him in the morning and ask him. I don't remember beefing with D-Raj. Windy City checking in. Say that there, bro. Keep safe. I've been watching your videos. I appreciate that. Yep, raw is good. Yeah, raw is good for you. Siobhan going to have a stop and off-duty drive. At that point, try to find something within the perimeter. On right over, fine. Yeah. I'm a big dude too. I had to stay away from the truck stop. Yeah, man, that truck stop food is garbage. Like, for real, that shit ain't good for you. That shit is not good for you. Brother, you live in America. Last time I checked. But look, man, I've been up here now for goddamn an hour and 20 minutes. 21 minutes. I'm finna get ready to try to lay down. I was hoping that I could I think they unloaded me now. But I think I'm gonna lay down and take a quick nap and just let them come bang on my door when they done, and then figure out what I'm gonna do for parking. But I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. We've been at 40, 41 for a minute. So salute the people fucking with me at 3 in the morning Eastern time, man. That's love right there. If you're not subscribed, of course you know what to do. Subscribe, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff, you know what I mean? Salute to all the trolls, all the positive vibes, it's all the interactions, period, man. Hope y'all stay safe, stay positive, stay productive. I'll check y'all next time. Come on.